Alright, time for a Volibear game. This is gonna be a Plat 2, Plat 1-ish rated game. I'm gonna be showing you a very nice, strong, solid Volibear build that you can use to carry your games with. Really. It is a very versatile build, so yeah. It will be adaptable throughout the game basically, which is gonna be very effective. Runes here, just press the attack with some movement speed to help catch targets, like Blue Smite with this. Nimbus Cloak will help catch some targets. It's mostly good against like more ranged champions, and they are a little ranged, like these two are mostly ranged focused. The more melee they have and the more immobility they have, the more you can opt to go for the Sunfire. If they have more mobility, then I would really recommend like a chem tank instead, stuff like that, to help you with extra mobility. I didn't ward it myself now because the counter invade for Blitzcrank is something my team wanted to do, so I had to be there. And, well, yeah. You can start E, it's slightly faster than starting W. Like, slightly faster than starting W. But, I mean, either one is fine, really. Right there, what I do is I smite the Gromp in, so it gets in range of the next E that I can use, so we can speed this up a little bit, and that's why it's slightly faster. If you use W for the other, like, factor, that's fine as well. I kind of messed up a little bit there. I should have insta-eat this camp as soon as I got in range. Shield doesn't matter. I need main thing here, you have to keep those passive stacks alive. She didn't ward, did she? It's a little unfortunate. Instantly Q, and then E as soon as you get in range. This way you hold your stacks, as you can see. You easily hold your E stacks or your passive stacks up, sorry, this way. It's gonna speed up your jungle clear overall. I am cancelling some auto attacks right now and I'm not happy about it. The red in here. Q is an auto attack reset, by the way, so you can use it as one as well. Fight this up. My laners are doing pretty reasonable, actually. I mean, I could imagine that Samira is gonna have a pretty good time against Syndra because her W can just block Syndra and stuff like that. But apart from that, I mean, should be fine. Pretty decent full clear speed. Would have been slightly faster if I didn't like actually drop my W. Lee Sin is... He started blue buff. Lee Sin started blue buff, so he's gonna probably path like down here, I would imagine. You could see it by the timer on his buffs, basically. He's gonna run up here. Okay, sure, Lee Sin. Bring it then. Come on. Where are you at? 17 CS. Would he be doing... If I go for this right here, I'd get collapsed by Samira, and that's not something I want. I can go top here if the wave allows it. There's no vision. Wave is gonna push towards Aurelia. As long as Aurelia lets it push, we should be good. Aurelia didn't really do that right. Like, she shouldn't have tried to dash back. She should have just kept running this way. That would have created a better situation for the overall play there. I mean, it's whatever. I should have, well... There we go, CDR boots first back, beautiful stuff. Lee Sin is top lane, that's a little unfortunate. Hopefully she doesn't die to this, as long as that's the case, that's okay. If I didn't back here, that would have been a double kill. So that's a little bit unfortunate on my end. I didn't actually think Lee Sin was going to go for that. I'm going to go and walk towards bot scuttle now, because that's essentially free, since we know Lee Sin's not on it. I like rushing CDR boots because of the mobility, also the extra movement speed it gives for ganks and stuff. We're also maxing Q for extra mobility through your jungle, which essentially speeds up your jungle clear and speeds up your ganks. So that's why we like to do that. That place is in the corner, so we know to see if he does it. Let's hit this. Reset my aggro on the passive there, holding it. Alistar went top lane. Might have to keep an eye out on bot lane for that reason. Okay, Blitz is mid. It's a pretty good situation there. I'm gonna run mid here. He's gonna run this way, right? It should be a one-shot. I should have eaten a little bit faster there. Okay, that's fine. He doesn't have much mana. Oh. I'm gonna help her push because she has low mana. 1 Q. Nice. Good. That gives me some XP. Just recall, buddy. Like, literally just recall. You have no mana. I literally helped you push it to recall right there. If she overstays on that point, like, she's just playing it way too greedy. That's 100% of timing to recall. Good counter situation on the blitz there. We saw him move for mid, so... And then E as soon as you get in range. This will hold your stacks. You don't need to worry about the shield because you will sustain your jungle camps easily. That's a tad bit unfortunate. Mordekaiser isn't 6 yet, but he's gonna hit it any second now, so I don't have to... I shouldn't really go for like a top gank anymore. Like a Mordekaiser ult will ruin quite a bit. Ideally, like a nice bot gank would be pretty good here. My blue's gonna respawn, bot scuttle's gonna respawn, so we want all of that. With these, I'll get a control ward, switch to trinket here as well. I'm almost 6. I just kill blue, I hit 6, and I can go for a bot gank potentially, which would be pretty good. Since they are quite an immobile team, like Misfortune doesn't have much mobility. Samira does, but for the rest it's kind of melee heavy as well. We're gonna go for Sunfire. If they have more mobility, you can go for Chem Tank instead, as I said as well. But that's not the case here, so easily the Sunfire is a move. Write this down. Lee Sin is top, which is good for me. Instantly a free scuttle. We can do dragon here, yeah, sure. I'll be finishing scuttle guaranteed, but after that, no problem. I'll sweep here. I have a control ward, but I'd rather not just use it for this. This is better. Fine. Get low. There it is. Get the dragon.
Your towers will splinter like rotten teeth.
I would hope to see my Come! What are we doing? Like, punish this. I don't understand what my team is like. I don't understand. Oh my god. He got hooked. I was typing. That is not a good combination right there. I'll take it. I actually wasn't sure if that was gonna kill. I'm just gonna secure the kill. I don't even care. Oh, that flash though. Damn. That's good. Okay, nice. That was a good blitzcrank hook, I'm not gonna lie. Actually kind of messed me up. I can definitely go for the Rift Herald here, so I will. Don't care about that ward. Ooh, Syndra got hooked for being greedy. Rift Herald's becoming more increasingly more scary to do right now. Especially since the mid laner just died and Aurelia backed. Like both of them at the same time. I do have an Alistar here, which is kind of nice, but it's still scary as hell. Let's go. That's actually pretty good. He's also gonna stun her here, I think. Put the Q on. Smite. Put up my shield. Take the shield. Bite him. Get him with the auto attack. Beautiful. Q-Max definitely helping me with mobility there. I'm gonna instantly push this out towards mid turret because we want to use this Herald here. I'm just gonna use it right now. I mean, it's better if you wait a little bit, but it's gonna get a good amount of hits in. This way we don't really have to wait for the wave as much. Just get it in, make sure to focus turret instantly, walk away. We should still be able to get most of the turret, if not all of it. This way, Rift Herald basically just gets more time to hit the turret. Yeah, that's a good block. Bolt Scuttles should be up, so I'm quickly gonna get that. I do have quite a bit of gold, so I should look the base quite soon here. I see the mid play. I have ult for this, so this shouldn't be a problem. Well, okay then, Lee Sin. We just walk up to you here real quick, Samira. Nice. Pretty well played, not bad. We can push out mid here. I mean, we just have to respond to the mid play right there. Lee Sin is just being extremely greedy right now. Good. Finish off the turret here. It's gonna be huge money for the both of us. Give him a nice well played. Again here, we have the Sunfire to pick up. So that's what we're gonna do. Against more mobility. I'm backing, dude. I have way too much gold. It's not worth it. That's gonna be the move. Now, there are two build variations where you can go into with this build setup. And the situations where I recommend either of them is if you're doing well, you can go for like a hybrid AP build, which is what I'm going to be going for here, because I'm doing pretty well here. So I'm going to go Nashers next. If you are like doing okay-ish, you know, or if you're not as confident in playing in a hybrid AP build, which is understandable as well, then you can just go for Titanic next item and then just build tank items after that. Like a hybrid AP setup is going to overall net you a bit more damage. Bit more carry potential, but I mean, that's up to you, really. Titanic is completely fine. If you're going Titanic, your build setup would just be like Titanic into a bunch of fitting tank items. Like any good tank item will do at that point. So that's completely up to the situation and up to you. I personally like to really like this build where you can go for Nashers with this setup. Just like the previous videos I did for like Diana and stuff and Ekko, the same thing kind of goes for Volibear. So you can easily do like a nice Nashers off of this setup. I'm gonna go for the dragon here. The dragon takes priority for me over going for a bot fight. So yeah, this build, I mean, you'll see it in this game, but this build's basically gonna be like a Sunfire Nashers into like an Abyssal Mask, potentially. Abyssal Mask is not the most amazing this game. Like, it's gonna be good against Mordekaiser. Also gonna give me some good damage. But something like that's pretty standard for this setup. You can also go for like Thornmail for like that reflect damage there. It's gonna be better this game because they're gonna have quite a bit of lifesteal in general here. So like a Thornmail is probably something I'm gonna opt for. But it's like a hybrid tanky AP build. Similar to Shyvana. Like Shyvana's popular build right now. It works very well on Mordekaiser. Works very well on Volibear as well. But this also, like, kind of has the same thing with Titanic, right? Like, Titanic is a very good situation for Mordekaiser. Makes you very tanky and then damage based off your tankiness as well. So it's very consistent there as well. You have plenty of choices that way. I'm gonna go for the invade. He just... Oh. It's a good lockdown, actually. Very nice, like, stun into Jhin stun. Disable the turret real quick, and then we're just gonna go for the Samira here. If you land your ult on the turret, you will disable the turret. So right there, you can just like disable turrets. She won't have any backup from turret, and then we just kill her. Stand behind the minions here, so Blitz doesn't just free hook me. Good. Now we have the pressure on Lee Sin, so we're definitely gonna look for all of his jungle camps. Oh, I see. That's a little unfortunate. Let me see what's up here. His red is up. Nice. Q for the auto attack resets. You're trying to use your Q as often as possible as well. He's top side. I'm assuming Misfortune or somebody's gonna walk bot soon to defend, so I'm just gonna wait here. Let's see if she takes this path or if she takes the long route. If she doesn't show up here soon, then I'm... Oh, there she is. And my auto attacks were a little janky on that one. I saw the plant get hit here, so we're gonna move out this way. Really? I see. I am gonna get avoided then. Oh, hey. She walked into me. That's not very smart. There we go. As soon as your Sunfire starts stacking, that's when you start doing a lot of damage. Got the shields. Got him. And this is why, like, the setup here, like, going into, like, an initial tank item, the Sunfire is really strong, because you're just so tanky, whilst doing a good amount of damage. Like, this has already done, like, 750 damage, and that's a lot. So right here, we go for this, and then we take a nice Thornmail. So basically, like, what you're looking for, like, item-wise, is, like, Sunfire, Nashor's, Thornmail, Abyssal Mask, as, like, as, like, your magic resist item. And then the last item, you can do a bunch of things. You can go for, like, some more magic penetration if you want, or you can go more HP, more tankiness. Like, anything is fine, really. Yeah, you can go, like, Demonic if you want for, like, extra burn damage, potentially, as well. Like, there's a bunch of things you can do. But, like, the core items of this setup are Sunfire, Nashor's, Thornmail, and Abyssal Mask. And then from there you can look for whatever you want. The last item is just very variable. You can like do like maybe even like Warmogs, something, you know, make you more tanky. Like there's the options. And for like the other she is trolling, right? Look at how much damage I do, by the way. Like it's actually ridiculous. I'm very tanky as well. There's literally nothing they can do. Come on, you're so fast. Oh god. I got him. You can cancel the Mordekaiser ult by ulting. And he got wrecked by it, basically. Got absolutely ruined by it. But you can see, like, I'm slapping them. I'm doing tons of damage. Got a very consistent, like, setup. Helped my team out a good amount. That's all we can really ask for. I wonder if we could get the bounce on the turret, on one of the turrets. Good burst. Wasn't able to be finished off though. I got very low on that one. I need to be careful. I actually thought I had a little bit more HP than I did, and then I realized it, and then I made the sound, and then you know, I didn't die. I'm gonna make sure I just secure the dragon here. Hopefully Syndra lives. There's not much I can do to help her. Taking dragon, securing the objective here. Like I've been doing mostly throughout this game. Is the move. And then as soon as you're right here, as soon as you see this, like as soon as this Sunfire starts proccing, you start doing tons of damage. To also Baron, but also champions as well. Like every auto attack you do will basically just get the AoE effect. Like it did a solid 1400 damage this game. Already at 18 minutes. That's really, really good. So right here, Abyssal Mask is the next one. There we go. This is the next item we take. The reason we take this item, by the way, is like, look at this right here. You have the magic resist reduction, which means it's kind of like your magic penetration item whilst also being a tank item. So this really, really helps you with like putting your damage through. It does make sure your Sunfire damage goes through, but also your Nashor's damage goes through. And just your overall kit damage as well. You have a pretty good amount of AP damage in your kit here with your like your E. So yeah, it helps as well. Like it's max damage. If you can land that E on top of everything else, it does a good amount. Of course, you have your passive as well. This build's very, very good. Like I've played a couple games with it. As you can see, it does work here as well. But then again, if you don't like this variation of the build, you can easily switch this up and go for Sunfire into Titanic, or again Chem Tank into Titanic for against heavy mobility stuff. They're not so melee focused. I got the stun, but oh, he went back in. I got pretty body blocked by the earlier there, so I couldn't actually finish him off myself. I'm gonna go in for the dive here on this Misfortune. I have to kind of worry about like a blitz hook into a Mordekaiser ult a little bit. Oh, they FF'd it. Alright, cool. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the thumbs up button below. If you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I did 15.4k damage. It's quite a lot of damage. Did the most in the entire game by a good margin. We have true damage to champions at 1400. Damage to objectives at 24k. Healing done at 8400. Damage taken at the most as well at 18.3k, very, very solid. And then self-mitigated damage at 20k basically. Gold earned here overall 12k, which is like way more than the rest of the game as well. You do so much with this setup. Press the attack for this game did 15-ish hundred damage. Triumph healed me for 1900. Coup did like 425, and Celerity gave me like 6000 extra distance, so that's really, really solid.